Hey everyone, it's Julie and David here bringing you this week's Did You Know? Did you know there are tools available to help transfer your assets to your loved ones upon your passing? Today we're specifically going to touch on wills and trusts and the benefits, and specifically how to avoid probate court.
That's right. If you own property, you own a house, own a rental property, whatever it may be, and you want those properties to be transferred to your children or your aunt or your sister, your brother, whoever it may be, easily, then you need to get a trust and get one right away. A will can also be used to direct who those go to, but today we want to talk about the differences between having a trust in place and having a will in place. Now, if you have a will, you can direct who those assets go to. However, upon your passing, the court system, the probate court system, has to review their assets, review the will, and make sure those get transferred accordingly. Now, what's the downside of going through that process?
So the downside of that is it can be a very lengthy, costly, and stressful situation for those involved. Attorneys may have to be hired. It may actually result in a reduction in the value of the assets by the time all is said and done when it comes to attorney's fees and so forth. So it is something that you probably would want to avoid if at all possible, which again is why there are these tools in place to initiate and get underway while you're still living.
All right, to avoid the probate system, what you want to have is a trust in place. The trust also directs what assets go to which person. However, what you want to do, and it's a very key important thing, is you want to transfer the ownership of the house, of the property, into the name of the trust. So the Julie family trust now owns that house, and as long as she's alive, she controls the trust name, which is a good thing. But now the trust owns the house, and upon your passing, it makes for easy, seamless transfer of title to the next of kin or whoever you direct without going through the probate process.
Yeah, and as real estate brokers, we have seen scenarios where the trust has been implemented and everything does in fact go seamlessly. And of course, we've seen the flip side where family members go through a long probate process. As always, we recommend that you consult with the appropriate professionals, attorneys, to implement a will or trust.
That's right. So if you own a property, make sure you go out and make it a goal of 2021 or sooner to get that trust in place right away. Thanks for everybody for watching this week's episode of Did You Know? We'll see you next week.
See you next week.